Hello guys, and welcome back, or welcome here if you are new. My name is Amy. So I had some time and I wanted to come on here and just chat with you guys and make a video, and I just kind of came up with this on the cuff. Now it does kind of go hand in hand with my last video talking about my goals. One of my major goals I shared with you guys is to read more from my bookshelf, which I'm hearing a lot of you guys are having that same goal. So I think that's really cool. I had shown you all books that I had picked, and I said, okay, these 5 books are a must read for me at least this year on my bookshelf. I also said there's a high probability I will read more. So as I was kind of fumbling through those books, I was reminded of books that I have kind of forgotten about. And I said, well, let me pull a few and just come on here, talk to my book friends, and let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to share these books with you, ones that I've kind of forgotten about. And then, yeah, if any of you have heard of these or read these, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I want to know if I should kind of put them out more front and center to where I will see them more regularly to read, or if they're okay just to sit in the background for some more time. All right, let's just go ahead and dive on in. Also, if you see my hair like flowing in the wind, I'm not doing that on purpose. No, it's not part of my presentation. It's just, it feels really nice out today, and so I do have the window open just a little bit to get in some fresh air. You guys, for us Floridians down here, it's been chilly. We're talking 30s, 40s, 50s, finally in the upper 60s today. I mean, our winters, of course, are like super mild, and so the fact that we're getting down so low lately, it's just like, okay, I am not prepared. Anyways, back to books. Here we go. So this book I definitely forgot about, and that was Angel Eyes by Shannon Ditmore. Now, first of all, I've never heard of that author, never read from her at all. I do believe she is a Christian author though. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure, but I think what drew me to this was just the cover was so different. This book has something to do with angels and demons, and apparently the girl in this book, she is able to tap into that realm. And so I don't know exactly what it's all about, but I have to know. I just have to know. Have any of you guys heard of this book? Have you read it? I just want to know. Okay, next on my list of books that I've forgotten about is The Tourist Attraction by Sarah Morgenthaler. Now, Oshina can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe she read this, and I think after watching one of her videos, I was like, that sounds like something maybe I would like. And I'm thinking, I went and just bought it on a whim, thinking, okay, I'll read this, but I haven't read it yet. All I know about it is that there's a grumpy restaurant owner, and then some tourists come into town. Also, it's set in Alaska, which I've mentioned this before, but I do like to read books with really pretty geography and landscapes. I just love all that. This book is fairly new. I think this just came out in 2020, and so it's not that old. It does really have a cute cover, and so I'm leaning towards I want to keep it and possibly read it this year. So again, just let me know what you think. Now, okay, this book I totally forgot that I had. So recently I came across another booktube channel that is geared toward Christian fiction, and I believe it's called Read Journal Love, and she is just the sweetest lady. And I was watching one of her videos trying to, get caught up on her content, and she mentioned this book, and I said, wait a minute, that looks familiar. And I said, oh yeah, I forgot I have this book. And that is 5 Days in Sky, and it is by Carla Laureano. So initially, I think the reason why I picked this up was, number one, it was an author that I knew wrote Christian fiction, and I have heard good things about her in the past. And I believe it's set in Scotland, and so I thought that was pretty cool. It's also book 1 in a series, and that is the MacDonald Family Trilogy. And so I think those are the things that initially caught my eye and why I decided to even buy this book in the first place. I want to hear some more about it if you guys know anything. All right, another one is Wild Montana Skies by Susan May Warren. This book I found at a secondhand bookstore around here probably like a year or so ago, and I picked it up because it is in great condition. I thought the cover was really nice. I think at that point I had heard about Susan May Warren, and because it was book 1 in a series, and again just because it was in great condition, I just picked it up. It was a great price. Now I believe this is another book Oshina has read. There's just several booktube channels that I watch. Sometimes I can't remember exactly who reads what. But anyways, if any of you guys have read this book, is it worth me keeping? Also, I have book 2 in this series. So I'm thinking right now for sure, I'm definitely leaning toward keeping it. Will I make it a priority? That's what I need to know. How should I prioritize these books? Is this worth saying, okay, Amy, this is a great book. Please read it this year. That's really what I'm after. All right, a couple more books to go. Now, these are by the same author, and the author is Rachel Hauck. Now, I have only read one book from her, and that was The Fifth Avenue Story Society. So I was all excited when I found that book. I absolutely love the cover. It's such a gorgeous book. But it just was not my favorite story. I doubt I would ever read it again. I just really didn't jive with it, I guess. I don't know. So there's a couple more books on my shelf that I have from her. One of them is The Wedding Dress. I believe this story is going to go into two or three different timelines. I don't know. Several different people, I believe, end up with this dress. And I don't know if the person from this era, like in the current era, if she finds a letter or something. I don't really know, but there's something about this dress, and I think different women have like worn it over the years. I don't know. I could be totally off base. I don't know. So I think I do want to keep this. And then lastly, we have Once Upon a Prince, and this book I think I picked up because it says now a Hallmark Channel original movie. I don't know the corresponding movie to this book. Maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't, but I think that kind of enticed me. And it's actually part of a series, and it's the Royal Wedding series. So I don't think the wedding dress has anything to do with this. I could be wrong, but again, it's just one that is easily forgotten, and I just never think to go for it and to read. I just wanted to kind of throw this out there and see where it landed. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope everyone is doing well, and until next time, take care, guys. Bye.